excited to welcome Nicole White, Senior, of course, CEO and Principal of Nicole White Interior Designs. So welcome.
Thank you, my love. Yes, of course I had to squeeze you in, Vanessa. You are Vanessa. So.
Thank you for taking the time to come, of course, and be on Industry Shift today. And that's exactly what this is. All across this country and globally, everything has shifted from travel, not to mention, of course, cruising. And now with this stay-at-home culture that we see, everyone is in reno mode. And, you as a CEO and principal, a small business owner of your own interior design company, I'm sure have been flooded with requests, but also the most crazy questions, too, for people maybe who, as I'm hearing, let's just jump in. So the first thing is I was talking to someone in real estate and they said now all of a sudden people are asking for, open concept is done. They want space. They want walls to be able to have these Zoom meetings and calls at home. How has your industry shifted and what are the asks that people want right now?
Well, I don't think open concept is dead as yet. So we're still seeing that. Yeah, so we are seeing... we have not lost any steam during COVID, praise the Lord. Pretty blessed, booked and busy. So that's been good because why? Everyone is home. And so if you're home and you're still fortunate to be employed, you're now forced to set up a space at home to work. And that's been the panic. Where's the room? What closet? Where can I go hide out? And I need to make it look fabulous because I'm going to be stuck in that environment for a couple of hours. So yes, we are doing a lot of home offices. But we're also doing just a lot of home projects. People are home cooking again.
Right.
Yeah, we're a lot of kitchens. And kitchens have always been our sort of selling point for us, right? Sure. But a lot of kitchens. A lot of master bedrooms. I feel like clients, they're home and they're getting their groove on. So sex is back. Okay. Like we're home, so let's do that again. And so we're seeing a lot of master suites. And master suites were usually the last on the totem pole. Now they're up in the top 5. So that's a big trend to see. So open concept, still there because if you're home and you're with your family, you still want to hang out and gather, you're stuck with the same cousins and sisters for a while. So that's there. Yes, we are seeing a rethinking of, okay, do I need to take out every wall? Maybe not. I need to leave something up so I can do Zoom calls with Vanessa.
I'm glad to hear that sex is back. I will say though, if it was me, I definitely would want to renovate that master suite just because after, if I'm having the family home all day, it's my one zen space where I can go shut the door and just have some wine and mind my business. Really,
Exactly. So that's the reality. It's for that. It's for the escape. In addition to master suites, I did a mom cave, and that's been like a huge request for clients as well now. Like, what? And if you're not a mom, that's fine. It's just a girl cave, a guy cave, a little space in the home where you can escape the kids. Or homeschooling has been a nightmare. We love our kids, but we're not teachers. So we're also getting a lot of requests for a meditation area, some space in the house where mom or dad or just, grown-ups can just say, hey, this is my little zone for an hour. Please give me some peace. And peace has been the name of the game for Corona.
Okay, and speaking of Corona, I saw on IG that you did last week that you had a little COVID scare, not being able to see your child, and of course dealing with all those emotions, right? Walk me through that experience and how you're doing now. Hopefully everybody's okay with your COVID scare. And thank you for being so transparent about that, by the way, because I feel like so many people can relate to what you're going through. You're managing home, you're managing a business, and you're worried, of course, about your family.
Exactly. And I will tell you, it was not easy deciding to share that because obviously, one, as a business, do you want to scare clients? You're coming into their homes, right? But my philosophy on IG is I'm not 1,000% open book, but I try to be close. Like, I'm not going to be hiding out for 2 weeks and not say a word. Like, bizarrely. So I felt like I had to address it. So let me just walk you through. I have been doing a lot more virtual design since COVID came around in March. but we are busy, so I have to go to job sites. Not as often, but I do go. I am in mass. I do walk with a can of Lysol. I'm spraying it in front of me all day. Hand sanitizers, and I keep distance from folks at a job site. But I don't think any of us know. I mean, is it 6 feet? Is it 8 feet? Like, you just don't know. And so I go to work with that fear. And in the course of the couple months that COVID's been around, we have had trades reported positive. So I have had to notify clients. Number one, luckily they're all okay. They've recovered, but it was scary. We had to notify clients. Again, luckily for us, they had never been in the vicinity when their issue came about. But notifying clients was a new part of business for me. And then having to get myself tested. So I got tested. I lost my sense of taste one day or a couple of days. Got tested, but it was negative. Because it was taste, they said, listen, this is kind of weird, very unusual, very COVID-like. So you need to quarantine. So I did, and I did another test, the swab test. The swab test results in South Florida is a nightmare. I am still waiting 2 weeks later for results. So I could not see my son. And then I just decided, like, I can't keep waiting like that. I did another rapid test, and it was negative. My taste came back. I am not, I was never positive, thank God. But I wanted to emphasize the scare and the need to be sure. Like, I have a son, and so I needed to make sure. And I also have asthma, so I need to be very careful. So it was an honest moment on the internet and an honest business reality. The bottom line, Vanessa, is a lot of people, you don't know who has it. You don't. You're asymptomatic or you're not, and so it is a reality. But I will say, it has caused a lot of anxiety. I do go to projects, with a heightened sense of panic at times, because what if, I have to work. My job is renovations and designing homes. So I've gone out with some trepidation. And I've also been kind of saddened because there have been some clients who have not given much in the way of easing up on the progress of jobs or the demand to have a lot of guys on site. And that saddened me. And I've had to change my business structure in contracts literally this week to say, listen, we're not going to send so many guys. We can't. It's not safe for us. It's not safe for you. And we're going to take a stance as a business and not push our team at the cost of their own life. So that's one of the things I've had to do differently as a business, like push back from the high demand that some clients can have.
A lot of small business owners are having to juggle so much. It's not like we weren't having to juggle it before, but now it seems like small biz burnout is real, and people are feeling it probably more now in the last 3 months than they have before. Not only do we have to worry about how to pivot our business and still thrive and make things work and make things happen, make clients happy, but also we're having to do so much restructuring, right? In terms of now how we're going to present our brands online. What's the new way that we can stay relevant when it feels like everyone is rushing on social media and it feels like things are very manic right now, and that can be a lot of emotional stress. So talk to me really quickly just about how you feel like as small business owners we can really make sure that we're practicing self-care and keeping our mental health priorities first and top of mind before, like you said, a job, a client, and really focusing on self before anything else.
Well, obviously as small business owners, we're used to hustling and used to doing a lot. A couple of things. I see a therapist. I have way before COVID, and she's now more therapist / business coach. But it is an exceptional time, and don't ever underestimate the pressure as a small business. Number one, you're trying to still make money. You're trying to preserve your brand. You're trying to not lay off folks. So you're under a lot of pressure as a business. So do not feel embarrassed to call a therapist. And I encourage therapy because it is a professional who's not going to just listen and tell you what sounds good. They're going to give you specific strategies, what to do.
And the why. has definitely been coming in handy. So I'm right now sipping on Black Girl Magic Cabernet. And typically I wouldn't really be sipping on Cabernet right now during the summer. It's more like light wines, but the red wines lately have been getting me through. So what are you, Nicole White, sipping on when you wind down at the end of a long day?
So it's funny. I think when we all start our wine journey, we all start with white. And I remember loving white and loving a Riesling. And now I can't even sip it. I mean, I will if I have to for like, seafood or something. But I am a red girl fan. Give me my favorite is a red Zinfandel. And that is my thing. So people who know me well send me all
Red
different.
Zin.
Yeah, red Zin is my thing. And I discovered red Zin at a trip to Napa 2 years ago. I didn't even know there was a red Zin. So I discovered that at a Black-owned vineyard, Brown Estate in Napa. Amazing experience. Whole night, like their service is next level. And so I order from them. I get shipments of all their reds. And I freak out, like, you're not shipping, it's too hot. What's going on?
What's happening?
What's happening? And when I know I'm going to have a rough day and I go for a run, I start off with a run, walk, whatever. The way I process the day, much better. Much better. So go for a walk. I've discovered so many neighbors. Like, who knew? Like, they're all riding bikes, all walking. I'm outside jumping rope. So it's been a good, I always look for the glass being half full. And COVID, as bad as it has been, to me, I have discovered neighbors I never knew I had.
Yeah.
I've gotten back on a bike. I haven't ridden a bicycle since I was a teenager. Jesus Christ. But my son insisted. He was like, and he and his dad bought me a bike for Mother's Day. So we do that now. And so that's become our thing. So
if you could give one tip for people that maybe don't have the biggest budget, but are like, okay, I'm doing all these Zoom calls now. And a lot of these people, even on the biggest networks, are doing these Zoom calls, and you could tell they could use a decorator. You know what I'm saying? They could use a little Nicole White inspiration.
Quick tips. Easy. Paint is your friend. You can go to Home Depot, and Home Depot has a section where they have discarded paint. Like somebody mixed it and the color was not right and they left it. So you can go buy that paint for like $1. I don't know, very cheap. Get a can or two and just have fun, do stripes, do geometric shapes, do paint circular, like create your own backdrop, use your personality and just paint an accent feature at your home as your Zoom center. Number two, you can get peel and stick wallpaper. Cheap. Hello. You've got it. Cheap. You need some patience to put it on. But read the instructions, do it well, make sure the room is cool so it doesn't bubble and come off. And done. Like, look at your space. Done. It looks like freaking marble on the wall. So, if you have a lot of books like I do, use your books as your backdrop. This is my office / dining lounge. So we dine here and we work here. Make it your personality, but it should look good. It cannot be looking sad, guys, because we're going to be doing it.
Wayfair stock, by the way, if you were looking at Wayfair in February compared to now, it's gone up almost 60%. They are winning in the pandemic COVID game right now when it comes to people that are looking to purchase things. And also I popped into my local West Elm, when I was doing a little zhuzh here to the home studio, and a lot of stuff is on back order. And they were telling me, okay, well, that's great if you want that, but we're looking at September. We're looking at October before this piece comes in. So because everyone is doing redecorating and a lot of home renovation now, things are more scarce just in terms of bigger items. So people are having to really repurpose at home. So
remember, everyone is now shopping from the same pool. A lot of other, if it was Italian, out of China, whatever, it's not coming in. So they can't replenish. Like, that's the bottom line. And we're having the same problems. Clients freaking out. I ordered this in March. It's never coming. It's not even on back order. It ain't happening. So it is the reality, and it's going to get worse. We're doing kitchens now, and I just talked to one of our cabinet companies, and they're like, listen, good luck. We are not getting product. So all these kitchens you have coming up, guess what? They're going to be custom. They're going to start costing clients a little bit
More money.
because you can't get a lot of the usual cheaper kitchens coming from out of the country. So that's just the reality. So listen, Etsy has been a great place for local. Think outside the box. Go to Etsy. Go to Instagram. Find small business. There's a lot of carpenters. There's a lot of artisans who can make you a desk, who can customize it for you. So stop looking only to retailers who are going to give you the back order nightmare. It's true. So talk to your neighbor. Like my neighbor is great. He made a mailbox which was so stunning. I'm ordering one. My girlfriend's ordered from him. Like, look, a little hustle, right? So lean into your community. Find people locally or in the U.S. who can make it. We're at Etsy all day now as designers. We just find it and say we want this, and they send us back up, drawing and done. I think that's one of the beautiful things. Don't just don't have the panic. It's not coming. It's not happening. It's back order. Get it made and negotiate, barter if you have to get something, but don't have these meltdowns. And it's not that serious.
It's not that serious. Well, listen, Nicole, I could talk to you all day. I feel like there's so much, value in speaking to someone who's really in the thick of it when it comes to design and really at the height of a business that is, thriving and pivoting, and, everyone can look to you for so much inspiration because you share so much, right? In terms of your daily process, you do on your stories. And so I feel so, very much interconnected to your world. And I feel like, okay, when she has a panic moment, I can still relate, so thank you for being so honest and relatable, because I'm like, I'm not the only one out here in pandemic land, like having midweek meltdowns over here. And okay, she's having wine just like me after a long day and a workout.
No, I think one of our successes has been, I get a lot of we have a wait list now for clients, because clients, and they all say, we follow you, we feel like you're so true, you're so real. You're not telling. I'm never gonna badmouth a client or say anything disparaging, but you give us a clue. You will say, today was some BS. I'm not just here to show you the pretty after, ever. That's design. Right. The finish is never anywhere close to what happens in between. So I try to keep I try to give you the before, all the drama in between, and honey, the drama in between is epic.
I'm sure.
And then we all get to enjoy the reveal. It's like, okay, she did that.
I'm currently luxuriating in your Ritz-Carlton stories, and the handles and all of the textures and the wallpaper. You definitely have helped me to be re-inspired by wallpaper. So thank you.
That is awesome. I'm happy to inspire. Yes, wallpaper has been our bestie for a couple of years, and I'm glad to see it's inspiring you.
Well, definitely. In case, somebody wants to follow you, continue to be inspired, and maybe book you one day, where can everyone stay in contact with you and continue to check out all of your amazing work?
Well, it's never a bad thing to wait on the designer that you really want. So if you really want to work with me, have patience. It will happen. You can find me on nwdinteriors with an s.com. Instagram, Nicole White Designs Interiors, Facebook, Pinterest, House. We're pretty much everywhere except on TV. So we're going to work on that next.
That's coming.
That's coming. I do a lot of casting calls, but they're tripping. So I'm just going to create my own show. I'm over it. I'm not, they're trying to, you need a guy, you want to be like Chip and Joanna. No, honey.
No.
You don't need to pair me with somebody. Let's just do this. So that's how you can find me. I'm always on Instagram.
Thank you so much for taking the time to be a part of Industry Shift today, and we will continue to stalk you on.
Thank you. See you on the gram.
I'll see you on the gram.
Bye.